First car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Then and down the road. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents.
In this place, we see potential like nowhere else. Here, vision is boundless. That's why we never settle. We look for the moments when everything becomes possible. The moments that inspire us to make every day better. In this place, there's no such thing as good. There's only great. This is orthopedics and sports medicine like nowhere else.
The folks at Tyler Farm Supply understand that farming is hard work, and that's why they only offer durable and reliable short-line farm equipment that you can depend on. Whether you're a small-scale farmer or manage a large operation, they have the tools that you need to get the job done quickly and efficiently. Plus, with their competitive pricing and financing options, Tyler Farm Supply makes it easy for you to get the equipment you need without breaking the bank. Give them a call today, 701-642-8827.
Every business begins with an idea. With dedication, hard work, and high-speed broadband, that idea can grow into something giant. The member organizations that form BAND are proud to support North Dakota businesses every step of the way, from the soil to the stadium. The Broadband Association of North Dakota, helping North Dakotans grow bright ideas into big business.
Smith Motors in Wahpeton, we make sure that when you need a vehicle, we'll find the perfect one that matches your lifestyle and budget. Like the eye-catching Chevy Equinox, the powerful, always dependable Chevy Silverado, or the rugged, hard-working GMC Sierra. Since 1960, Smith Motors has provided an excellent automotive buying experience. From low-pressure sales to high-quality service, our customers always come first. Find your new Chevrolet or GMC today at Smith Motors. Small-town friendly, big-town deals.
Yield Advantage is proud to support our local Twin Town teams. They'd like to remind farmers that the Yield Advantage team is ready to help you get the W next planting season. They can help get your equipment in game shape with upgrades large and small. Yield Advantage is your local precision planting premier dealer. From row cleaners to closing wheels, seed meters to liquid fertilizer systems, and everything in between. If you want to give yourself a competitive edge next season, contact Yield Advantage today.
A local insurance team ready to serve you. American Family Insurance, Miller & Associates, providing home, auto, life, farm, and business insurance. As residents of your community, they understand how important it is to be there for you, their trusted friends and neighbors. Together, they're building strong partnerships that help everyone succeed. American Family Insurance, Miller & Associates, a proud supporter of high school athletics.
And we hope to see you at American Family Insurance, Miller Associates.
Since 1941, Minn Kota Ag Products has been helping farmers with their agricultural needs. The farming industry has expanded at great lengths, and Minn Kota Ag Products is there to provide farmers with their entire chemical, fertilizer, seed, and grain elevator needs. They also offer deep band tillage, chemical application, and fertilizer application, just to name a few. For market access at your fingertips and information essential to your farm operation, download the Minn Kota Ag Products app. Minn Kota Ag Products, proud to be a partner in your farm operation since 1941.
20 years of experience, Dr. Andrea at Hornstein Family Chiropractic is certified in pediatrics and pregnancy, seeing children of all ages daily. Start your pregnancy out right with a correcting postural adjustment to help with daily activities and also give you a better night's sleep. Continued chiropractic care throughout your pregnancy can potentially help for an easier labor and delivery of your new little one. Call Hornstein Family Chiropractic today at 701-672-1300 for an appointment, or request an appointment online at hornsteinfamilychiropractic.com. Dr. Andrea Hornstein, helping your family grow up healthy.
Insurance is an important safety net for your family, your home, and your business. Carlson Family Insurance Agency is your local auto owner's insurance provider. At Carlson Family Insurance, they work for their clients, not the companies. Customer service and satisfaction is their #1 goal. Give Carlson Family Insurance a call for all of your personal, farm, business, and crop insurance needs. 701-672-6002 or at cfiagency.com. Carlson Family Insurance, your auto owner's insurance agent.
Powerful and playful. Delicate and precise. Bold and carefree. It's the way you move, and it moves us. To deliver care for your whole family. To provide options beyond the expected. To help you leave pain in the past and find your way forward. Orthopedics and sports medicine at Sanford Health. Health lives here.
I'm Katie with First Community Credit Union, and we're here with Dakota Dirt Coffee.
We chose First Community Credit Union because, first and foremost, they're right in our community of Milner, North Dakota, and the convenience of that and being able to know the people that we're dealing with, that's something that we can't get anywhere else. I would say FCCU could be best described as a full-service financial institution that's offered and available in a local community.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Three Borders Sports Network. My name is Brian Watson, and I'd like to welcome everyone to tonight's broadcast. North Dakota High School basketball, North Dakota Boys High School basketball, where the Wahpeton Huskies will take on the Oak Grove Grovers. Joining me tonight in the booth for the first time on Three Borders Sports Network with Mr. Joe Schreiner out on vacation is Mr. BJ Walters. BJ, welcome to Three Borders Sports Network.
Well, thanks for having me, and picked a very important game for me to get to join you on. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, tonight could be a really important night for the Huskies.
Yeah, I think it will be. We'll have to see how they handle, Wahpeton being towards the top of Region 1 standings, Oak Grove towards the bottom. Sometimes that can be what we call a trap game, if you want to call it that, but Wahpeton will certainly have to come out and play their best basketball because Oak Grove is going to bring it tonight here on the road.
And they're coming off now 4 straight wins. Wahpeton is, including the overtime win over Northern Cass on Tuesday. Missed some free throws down the stretch. Maybe the game shouldn't have been in overtime to begin with, but to come out of that with a tough road region win puts them in a great spot where if things break well over the next few nights, they could wrap up the #2 seed.
Yeah, a couple of overtime games here for Wahpeton. It's been the overtime show for Wahpeton, and to be able to get it done in overtime, I know Coach Ralph is happy about that. But tonight, to try and lock up that 2 seed, that's something that they're going to be focused on, and hopefully they can get it done. You want to get that thing out of the way, and then not that you're going to coast the rest of the season, but you can start to work on some other things and get yourself ready for region play.
Our pregame show is brought to you by Yield Advantage. Yield Advantage is the precision planting sales and service center for the southern Red River Valley. And the first time these two teams played, it's very rare that a game is won right out of the gates, but the game was won right out of the gates. 28-6 after one quarter. It ends 69-46. That's pretty much the margin.
Yeah, if you can get off to a fast start, you know, sometimes that's what you want to do. You want to jump out fast on a team, especially a team that you have some separation on in the standings, because if you don't do that, you let them hang around a little bit, and that lets them say, well, hey, you know what? We can play with these guys, and now if we can step it up and have a play here or play there, we can hang around long enough, and then later on in the game when it's tight, hey, maybe we can hit some big shots, and maybe they tighten up a little bit, and we can get out of here with the win.
Second to last regional game of the year. The last one will come on the road at Valley City, and if Valley City continues to win, that could be a very important game. We'll get into more of that later, but when we come back, we're going to be joined by the head coach of the Huskies, Jeff Ralph, and we will do that when Husky basketball continues in a moment.
Interstate Engineering, our business is about connections. We connect people to water, communities to counties, and counties to the rest of the world. Our work connects main streets to interstates, and yesterday with the potential of tomorrow. With over 40 years of connecting, our experience and expertise are thanks to the clients we have earned, the trust we have built, and the connections we have made. Interstate Engineering, the professionals you need, the people you trust.
Getting you back to what you love. We are Optimum Rehab. For over a decade, Dr. Tony Eggeman has provided physical therapy services for the people of Wahpeton, Breckenridge, and surrounding communities. We're a small practice that sees our patients as individuals. Through hands-on techniques, our patients have their treatment plans tailored to their exact needs. Sprains, sore muscles, back pain, achy joints, rehab following surgery, you name it. Optimum Rehab is your answer. When you need exceptional physical therapy, you need Optimum Rehab.
Comdell Innovation is now hiring production technicians for a variety of shifts with opportunities to make $20 or more per hour. Work in a clean, climate-controlled facility. Second shift, 4 10-hour days, every weekend off, 3:30 p.m. to 2 a.m., and 4-crew rotation, straight days, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., or straight nights, 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. Apply in person or online at ComdellInnovation.com. Comdell Innovation of Wahpeton, an employee-owned company.
Since 1987, Red River Valley and Western Railroad has served North Dakota and Minnesota with over 500 miles of track. Red River Valley and Western handles shipping, freight car repair, storage options, and now transload services. With over 30 years of experience in the railroad industry, they know dependable service is what you strive for. Red River Valley and Western is proud to be a part of the community since 1987.
Back in Wahpeton, it is the Huskies and the Oak Grove Grovers coming up. The Yield Advantage pregame continues, and we had a chance to visit with the head coach of the Huskies, Jeff Ralph. Let's get the lead Huskies' thoughts on this one against the Grovers. We are back with the head coach of the Wahpeton Huskies, Jeff Ralph, and Coach, another important game tonight. You're 2 region wins away from getting the number 2 seed, and in a year where the 1 seed was probably locked up before we broke out the basketballs, that's a pretty good place to be.
Yeah, I mean, that's where we would like to be is in the 2 spot, but I think 2 or 3 may be kind of the same deal. It depends on who you play, but you know, you want to play well and take care of business and then get a win too. So you know, we've looked at the seeding, but we're more concerned with just playing well tonight.
You've now played triple overtime this year, double overtime, and single overtime. So either we're about to get a really long game at some point or you're done with overtime. But another win on Tuesday. And as we were just talking about off the air, a win where you guys were not able to do all of the things that you wanted to do from a substitution standpoint, from a hitting free throws late standpoint, and still you're able to get that win.
Yeah, I think our kids really, you know, they really just persevered, especially on the road when we started missing free throws. And you're thinking, I mean, this is a big game, that 2-point game. But I thought our kids really, Trayton missed the free throws when we could have maybe closed it out, but he made one big one at the end and hit a big, huge jumper for us. And I mean, those misses were just kind of an anomaly. I think he'll be fine when he gets to the line tonight. So I think our kids are finding a way, though, and it's been fun, and it's been a battle every night, and that's really what we were hoping Division A would be.
That first half in particular, the flow was great. The shot making was great, especially from Trayton and Braden in that first half. Just how fun was that first half for you as a coach? Well, yeah, I mean, we kind of sit back and just let them play and not call a play every time down, which is nice. So they're just going to flow with the game. And Trayton really shot it well. Braden got to the hoop pretty well, and it was just a matter of us trying to get a couple stops, and we did at the end of that first half. And I think we're up 8, and kind of felt like we were rolling. And then that third quarter was kind of a slow start for us again, but we were still fine. I thought played really well, but it was a little more stop and go in the second half. When you get to overtime, how do you sort of pick the kids up after, having the chances to close it out and not quite getting it done in regulation? How do you keep that momentum that you had built? Well, I always tell them we're getting what we want, so let's just keep going. We're getting the shots we want. We're getting defensive stops we want. It's just a matter of us finishing it out. And, the free throw thing, I mean, it doesn't do any good to talk about it because you don't want them thinking about it. So we shot a bunch of free throws Wednesday and yesterday like normal. I think it's just a matter of kids believing in themselves, and I think they really do. Tonight, Oak Grove, you think back to the first meeting, and really that first quarter was very important. You jumped all over them, 28-6. What were your takeaways from that one? Well, our ball pressure was really big there. We got some traps. We put them in some situations where we could turn them over. And, from watching them on film, they're vastly improved from January 9th. But I still feel like that's going to have to be a thing for us. We're going to have to pressure them. I think the big kid inside, the young kid, I think he's really playing pretty well now. He's a problem because he's so big. But I think for us, it's the ball pressure like we had in that first half, and just not to let off. Keep attacking them with our defense and see if we can get some easy buckets. That ball pressure also took their best guard out of the game offensively. I think he ended up with 9 and 6 were in garbage time or something like that. But when we talk about ball pressure, it's multifaceted. Well, it is, and I think the ball pressure leads to us getting the steal where they make a bad pass because maybe they're under that pressure. So I think that can turn into offense for us, and I think it gets guys going offensively where maybe you haven't made a shot, you get a layup, and now you knock down a shot because you got that bucket and you got the lid off and finally can go. Tonight's the second to last region regular season game. Does anything change when you can kind of see the finish line? You've got Thompson, Devils Lake, and Valley City left after this. Anything change when you can see it? Well, we're putting more stuff in, I think. We're trying to get a wrinkle here and there with offensively how we attack, which, how many wrinkles can you have when you just throw it to Jaden and have him put it in the hoop? But, we're doing some of that stuff. We're trying to change our defenses a little more and do some different stuff that way. But really when it comes down to it, we're going to have to play good man-to-man defense, and we're going to take care of the ball. And every night, that's the thing. Huskies in Oak Grove tonight. Coach, good luck. Thanks. The head coach of the Huskies, Jeff Ralph, joining us. And so that's the head coach's thoughts. And when we come back, we will have the starting lineups and the opening tip. That one, Husky basketball, continues in a moment.
Founded in 1972, Mindak Farmers Cooperative is owned by nearly 500 sugar beet growers and has a rich history of sweetening life in the Red River Valley. Join Mindak's team today. In addition to an excellent pay and benefits package, they are currently offering a $2,000 sign-on bonus for all full-time positions, which includes sugar loader, packager helper, extra gang, and yard person helper. Entry level starting at $19.78 per hour, plus a $3 per hour shift differential. Apply online at mdf.coop/careers or contact Zane 701-671-7777.
No matter what time of year, a farmer's relationship with Red River Grain Hefty Seed never changes. Red River Grain Hefty Seed works shoulder to shoulder with area farmers to attain the highest possible profit for you. Red River Grain Hefty Seed has been saving farmers money for years. For all your grain and agronomy needs, stop in or call the friendly staff at 643-3738 or visit them online at redrivergrain.com.
Here at the Amanda Frederick State Farm Agency, we do our best to make insurance a little less insurance-y for you. Hi, this is Amanda, your local State Farm agent. You've probably seen our team out and about volunteering in the community, participating in local events, and just doing our all-around best to support and encourage a healthy, vibrant community. Stop into our office sometime and find out why we've been consistently voted best insurance agency in the Valley and why State Farm has been a trusted household name in insurance for 100 years. We hope to meet you soon.
Huskies and Oak Grove coming up here in the second to last home game of the year as well. And the last one will be a fun one against Devil's Lake a week from tonight. Okay, it could be fun. It could go a very different way.
I think it'll be fun. Old EDC foes. We have a matchup tomorrow with EDC on the girls' side, so we'll see how it goes.
We definitely will. Right now, it is time for our national anthem.
Gentlemen, we are about to salute the flag of our nation. Please rise, remove your cap or hat, and place your right hand over your heart and stand at attention while Wahpeton Public Schools 8th grader Adeline Pickens sings our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched, where so gallantly streaming, and the rockets brag loud, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Ladies and gentlemen, that's Adeline Pickens.
A very nice rendition of the national anthem, and now it is time for our starting lineups, brought to you by Miller & Associates, American Family Insurance, offering home, life, business, and farm insurance for your needs, and down to Noel Eckroth.
Hey, boys basketball matchup featuring our guests on the scoreboard, the Oak Grove Grovers and your Wahpeton Huskies. A goal. School sports is learning lifetime values. Sportsmanship is one of those goals that make this contest a positive educational experience. Please help our school be #1 in sportsmanship. And now it's time to meet the starting lineup for the Oak Grove Grovers. Starting at 1 yard, a 6-foot freshman, #1, Kai Zabel. At the other guard for the Grovers, a 6'1" senior, number 3, Ryan Saunders. One of the forwards for Oak Grove is a 6'3" junior, number 10, Jack Dietz. And the other forward, a 6' sophomore, number 23, Noah Meidinger. The center for the Grovers, a 6'7" senior, number 50, John DeYoung. Oak Grove is coached by Mr. Kyle Card. He's assisted by Josh Kading and Joe Welsh. And now it's time to meet your Wahpeton Huskies starting lineup. Starting at one guard, a 6'2" junior, number 2, Bjorn Kubala. The other guard is a 6' sophomore, number 10, Braden Steffens. Also at a guard, a 5'11" junior, number 11, Trayton Mauk. And at a forward for the Huskies, a 6'4" senior, number 33, Jaden King. And patrolling the lane for the Huskies, a 6'4" senior, number 35, Cooper Klosterman. The Huskies are coached by Mr. Jeff Ralph. He's assisted by Joe Caveney, Casey Materi, Jordan Ralph, and also tonight, Andrew Lundstetter. The officials for tonight's contest are Jared Hoff, Michael Sorley, and Jeff Morrow. They've been chosen for their expertise and are registered with the North Dakota High School Activities Association. Coming up next, the tip-off.
Tonight's opening tip is brought to you by Tyler Farm Supply, your short line farm equipment dealer since 1985. Oak Grove win that opening tip, the young, and Wahpeton comes out in the switching man-to-man.
See if Wahpeton can apply some of that pressure that they had in the first game.
Off of that pressure.
Right there.
A turnover. Looks like Oak Grove will back into a fading man-to-man.
A little sagging man-to-man.
And Klosterman has his pocket picked, and Noah Meidinger breaks the ice.
And that's a good start for Oak Grove. Like I said, you want to try and get off to a good start and see if you can hang as long as you can.
Trayton Mauk had 4 threes before halftime on Tuesday. Jaden King wants to work on DeYoung, and he can't finish. However, Braden Steffens gets Wahpeton another opportunity.
You'll take second chance opportunities anytime you can.
Mauk tried to finish through some contact there from 14, but Meidinger able to defend it, and then at the other end, just a really, really awkward dribble.
A little bit of contact there, but officials let it go. That one goes out of bounds, and Wahpeton will get another opportunity here.
That's Jack Dietz who turned it over. You see they're forcing Steffens to his left.
And Steffens, he can go in either way, but you want to take him to as we can. We'll see what you can get out of it.
Steffens gets to 12 and rattles it off. Meidinger clears. A good start defensively for Oak Grove.
Remember in that first game, Wahpeton got off to a huge start.
And the floater goes down for the freshman Kai Zabel, who is going to be a problem for a lot of people going forward.
I think if Oak Grove had to write this down on paper, this is the way they want to start the game.
They've got the first 2 field goals, and Wahpeton's 0 for 3. Steffens sees the switch. Leaves for Mauk at the elbow. He hits.
That's a tough shot there for Trayton. Defended well there by Zabel, but Trayton able to rise and shine and get that one to fall.
Trayton had 26 on Tuesday against Northern Cass. Stephens also had 21. That's a good starting point in the overtime win.
Yeah, you can get that out of your guards. You're doing something right.
Baseline drive, knocked out of bounds. 4-2, we've played 2 minutes, 20 seconds. A big ball game for Oak Grove because they would like to not be the 6 or 7 seed. Stephens got a piece. Might have done so twice. Meidinger 0 for 3 on his own that trip.
Huskies survived the battle down there, giving up a lot of offensive rebounds. Meidinger doing his best Moses Malone act down there, getting his own rebound off the miss.
Klosterman, here comes the pick. And that time it was a roll. Kubala with 10 to shoot now. Stephens finds the extra pass. Mount for the lead. Long.
Good ball movement there.
Meidinger fading away. Always going to be short. And he travels. Noah Meidinger is not shy early.
Just got to settle down a little bit. Got a little rattled there. Had an open shot that he passed up and tried to pass that away.
Still 4-2. It's kind of a helter-skelter start to it with a lot better defense than offense.
Yeah, both teams coming out pretty aggressive.
And right on cue, Ryan Saunders picks up the first foul of the game.
Well, it looks like Oak Grove's game plan is to try and apply some pressure up front and see if you can get Wap to turn the ball over. Got a couple turnovers here early. That one close to a turnover leads to a foul.
Wahpeton have won 4 in a row coming in. Oak Grove 3-13 overall on the season. Looks like a switch to a 2-3. Jaden King finds Kubala in the corner. Just off the mark. Stephens will try to go again to the right side, and he's fouled, and that's 2 on Saunders.
Yeah, and that's Braden Stephens' game. Try and get in the lane, see if he can get that short jumper, able to draw that foul there. You can credit that one to Traden Malk on the rebound, getting the offensive rebound and extending that possession. Leads to the foul, and Stephens will go to the line.
He was 4 for 6 Tuesday, but when Coach Ralph talks about the missed free throws at the end of the game, the 2 that Braden Stephens missed are what he's referencing. Here comes the 8th grader, Jack Gilbertson, who looks like he's got a heck of a future here.
Going to be a good ball player and getting some quality minutes now. Had some minutes towards the end of that overtime against Central Cass and getting minutes here early.
Tie game at 4. Saunders stays in with the 2 fouls. A little surprised by that.
Right. It looks like he's got a sub coming to the bench.
Miscommunication there with Zabel, and King picks it off, and King finishes.
Yeah, Jaden King doing what Jaden King does, able to attack the basket there in transition and getting it done and finishing.
Zabel from 15, off the mark. Meidinger right there. He is everywhere early.
Meidinger just kind of a bully down there. Knocked the 8th grader to the ground out of bounds and able to finish off the rebound.
It's a 6-6 game with 4:30 gone in the quarter.
Bit of a battle here, a little physical game here early.
Not sure that was expected coming in, especially with the way that Wahpeton have played over this winning streak as Stephens rises and knocks it down.
You'll see a lot of shots by Braden Stephens off the dribble. That time kind of back and forth and then just a little rise off the dribble. That's his shot.
King, another steal. And look at what I found for Malk. And a lot of contact. Here comes Zabel. Saunders, a triple.
This is like you said, a bit of a helter-skelter start. That thing back and forth ends up in a 3-pointer for Oak Grove.
And they've got the lead, 9-8. Jaden King inside. I don't think, as big as he is, I don't think there's anything John DeYoung can do against Jaden King.
Not on that. He's able to go around and just finish with his left hand on the reverse layup. You got to cut him off baseline and look for some help.
Here comes Zabel, and he's fouled on the exterior. He will shoot 2.
I think that's going to be on Trayton Mount.
It is indeed. And so free throws for Zabel. Our game brought to you in part tonight by Giants Seeds and Snacks, by Essentia Health, by Smith Motors of Wahpeton, and by the Wahpeton Daily News. The free throw is long. That is something that Oak Grove does not do well, is shoot free throws. Jackson DeVries checks in for the first time, and Bjorn Kubalov returns. A host of changes for Oak Grove include Luke Swenson and also Aiden Saunders.
And free throws are important, especially when you're playing a team that's above you in the standings. You need all the points that you can get. If you can get to the free throw line and get those points while the clock stops, that's in your favor.
Tied for the 3rd time in 6 minutes. 10-10. Gilbertson. These young players who finished the game against Central Cass in the win being trusted here, but a turnover and Aiden Saunders at the other end.
So Oak Grove,
Four lead changes.
A good start for them here early, sticking with them after Wahpeton jumped out really big on them at Oak Grove.
Extra pass. DeVries never had it, but he will get 2 free throws anyway. And Luke Swenson picks it up. We've got shout-outs, as we always do. DeVries' first free throw goes in, and it's 12-11. Our State Farm Insurance shout-outs brought to you by Amanda Frederick State Farm Insurance. We'll give you the number after the second free throw that ties the game for the 4th time. It's 701-566-0177, your State Farm Insurance agent with offices in Minnesota and North Dakota. Tied at 12. Very good start for Oak Grove. Now a back cut and 2 more. Will Olson.
Oak Grove doing everything right here to start the game. Their offense working there. A nice little cut down the lane and finish. And Oak Grove up early here.
Gilbertson tries to answer. Here's DeVries. It's very interesting because it looks like Oak Grove is not willing to switch on any ball screen, and that leaves Jaden King open.
Yeah, if you're not going to switch, you have to be able to get through those. And then you need a little help down there on Jaden King, and he's got 2 buckets here down in the paint. Little bump there.
That's on King. Our game brought to you in part by Optimum Rehab, by Interstate Engineering, and by Wahpeton Deli. They bring Cooper Klosterman in for Jaden King. That's sort of like for like. Maybe Klosterman a little bit more of a threat on the perimeter. Zabel drives and throws it out of bounds. And Wahpeton can hold for the final shot. It's Stephens. See if they do hold for the final one. Klosterman is fouled by Aiden Saunders. They did have one to give, so I guess that's all right.
One to give there. Not a bad foul.
Our Three Borders Sports Network camera shots brought to you by Digital Guru tonight. Thanks to all of our sponsors. Here's Stephens. Bjorn Kubala's floater, a little too strong. 3 seconds to do something with. At the buzzer, a little long for Swenson. And so we played a quarter, and we are right where we started, tied at 14. Our scoreboard is brought to you by Farmers Union Insurance and Kyle DeVries, we value what's important to you and your way of life. 14 all after 1, and Husky basketball continues in a moment.
At OSPTI, our focus is on each individual's therapy needs, whether it be for speech, occupational, or physical therapy services. I'm Becky, a physical therapist at OSPTI, and I love being able to provide that personal care to each person that we see with clinics in Breckenridge, Hankinson, and Fergus Falls. You don't have to travel very far from home. From infants to athletes to adults, you can request OSPTI to meet your therapy goals.
Any bank can tell you they have a rock-solid commitment to agriculture. Bell can prove it. To this day, every Bell Bank branch is partially built with rocks we've picked from our founder's farm. But our roots in ag have grown more than a few offices. They've shaped who we are and formed our entire approach to banking. Let us prove it to you as you grow your farm and prepare your legacy for the next generation. Bell Bank, committed to ag. In Wahpeton, talk to Rick Steckler.
Quite the opening quarter, tied at 14 after 1.
Like I said, I think that's the optimum start that Oak Grove would like after what happened in the first game.
Bjorn Kubala opens the second quarter with a triple. And a 3-point lead, which is actually the biggest of the game to this point.
That's Bjorn's second look from behind the arc and able to knock that one down.
One of the better three-point shooting teams in Region 1, Wahpeton.
Yeah, Wahpeton has some good three-point shooters with Mauk, Steffens, and Kubala.
Mauk's got it here. And Kubala gets fouled by Carter Wendelboe into the game for the first time. And asking we shall receive. We asked for shout-outs, and we're getting them.
Yeah, got shout-outs from Wayne and Leanne Mauk and crew. They're cheering on big shooter Trayton Mauk and Coop Dog from St. Martin. I'd like to be in St. Martin right now.
Yeah, that a lot warmer and less snow, right. Although we can't really complain with the winter we've had. Mauk a little long. Post-to-post passing there, and then a deflection. Active hands, held ball. That stays at this end. Our game brought to you in part by Grippers Sports, by Bell Bank, by Minn Kota Ag Products, and by All Seasons Car Wash.
We also have Brad, Jackie, and Caleb watching the Mauks from Thief River Falls.
A left side jumper right off the inbound for Wendelboe.
So Oak Grove doing everything right here, hanging around.
King gets inside, finishes, and gets one more.
Yeah, that's where Wahpeton has the advantage right there. If you can get Jaden King down there on the block, especially on the left side of the floor for the lefty, that's a lot of trouble down there.
King already has 8, and this looks early on like the game where he can get whatever he wants. Tries to complete the three-point play and does. 20-16 Huskies. In the middle, and a foul call. So there are clear gaps in the middle of the defense right now for the Huskies as Kubala picks up the foul. And give Oak Grove credit, they're finding those seams.
Yeah, if you can be aggressive and get in there, and like I said, if you can get to the free throw line, you know, get points with the clock stopped, that's to your advantage, and Oak Grove struggling from the free throw line here early.
They are 1 for 3. Wahpeton 5 out of 5. These are the easiest shots you're likely to get in the game.
Yeah, my dad always said they're easy buckets. There's no one guarding you. You should be able to make it.
Splits the pair. Down to a three-point margin again. Driving left, Steffens tried to bank it. But another offensive rebound, and look at that basket cut by Trayton Mauk.
Yeah, good offensive rebound by Jaden King, and good heads-up cut there right in the middle by Trayton Mauk.
Beautiful basket cut, and that's all IQ right there.
Yeah, you just got to know where your defender is. If he takes his eyes off you, you can cut to the basket. And Oak Grove answering with the three-pointer there.
Grayson Doctor right back. This is a little out of character for Oak Grove, this hot offensive start.
But I think, BJ, you know, later in the season, you know, that game earlier up at Oak Grove, I think Oak Grove's a totally different team now here.
And they have come in here and played like they have nothing to lose through the first 10 minutes and 6 seconds.
And they're playing with a lot of confidence, and that's what you need to do to be successful.
That's knocked out of bounds by Steffens. Our game brought to you by Bold Print, by Red River Grain, and by Hornstein Family Chiropractic. Hornstein Family Chiropractic. Nearly a steal. Instead, another three. Trayton Malk, I'm always impressed by how high he gets for half of his rebounds.
Well, they've got him listed at 5'10". I think that's a stretch.
It is, yeah. Another steal. Oak Grove in the corner. That would give them the lead. A little long from Koenig. 22-20. Considering it was 28-6 after one the first time, Oak Grove will take this. But now they've got foul difficulties with Will Olson and with Ryan Saunders.
Yeah, that's going to be an issue for Oak Grove. They've got to be able to keep that size matchup down there in the lane.
Klosterman. What a back cut by Kubala, and what a find.
Yeah, nicely executed out of bounds play there. Just get it in. You got a little back cut there off the flex screen. And Kubala with the easy basket.
That flex screen is such a huge part of the Wahpeton offense.
Yeah,
that's a wild one.
Wap wants a lot of flex action.
And a three is long. Steffens does have numbers. He'll do it himself and miss. King finishes. 11 for Jaden.
Oak Grove going to need to do a little better job on the glass here and keep Wahpeton from getting those second chance opportunities.
6-point lead and a wild shot, but first to travel.
Oak Grove just a little bit out of control here, playing a little bit faster than they want. And I think that's what Wahpeton would like to see.
Zabel comes back, and now Oak Grove shows a little ball pressure. They don't do that as much without Zabel on the floor. There's a high screen for King to drive and miss. Rebound to DeYoung, but taken away by King.
Good heads-up play there by Jaden.
And King finishes again. Timeout, Oak Grove. This timeout brought to you by Carlson Family Insurance, located on 2nd Avenue in downtown Wahpeton. Carlson Family Insurance works for their customers, not the companies. Customer service and satisfaction is their #1 goal. 28-20, and Husky basketball continues in a moment. Best push of the game so far for Wahpeton, 28-20, and they are on a 6-0 run. And another great play defensively by Braden Steffens. It's not just the offense with these three guards. Their defense, getting their hands in passing lanes, awfully impressive.
Yeah, they just make it difficult for you, and they really, really get after it. Any loose ball, there's going to be two guys after it at least. They just do a really good job out front with that pressure.
Thinking about it and instead trying to finish at the rim was Dietz. but DeYoung finishes.
And Oak Grove with a little offensive rebound of their own here.
That's a very quick held ball, but it keeps it down at this end. Seems early that Wahpeton's strategy is when they score, beat them down the floor.
Yeah, try and get back in transition, see if you can beat them down the floor. Trading in the land of the trees there.
Sure was. My goodness. Here's Stephens. There's a switch that certainly favors Wahpeton. They've got the freshman on King. Instead, Stephens misses the three.
And another offensive rebound for Wahpeton.
Klosterman doubled immediately. Wow, they're aggressive with it. Kubala makes them pay.
And Bjorn feeling it early. That's his second three-pointer. Good inside out from Cooper Klosterman. Good assist there.
Stephens picks up a foul. You got to know who you can double off of and who you certainly cannot. You can't 2 and you can't 11.
Yeah, you want to try and dig there, but now after Bjorn's hit 2, I don't think you go in there to help anymore.
Driving right and too strong again is Dietz.
Another offensive rebound.
That's what's keeping Oak Grove alive, but their shooting percentage predictably has gone down a bit. A little wide of King there from Stephens.
Yeah.
Like the idea.
Yeah, Braden trying to go around the defender there and just a little bit wide. That's a tough pass to make.
Oak Grove hanging around down by 9. Wahpeton has led the entire second quarter, and look at that play by Braden Stephens and the foul by Meidinger.
Yeah, we talked about it, and like I said, they put a lot of pressure on out there, and they do a good job of getting their hands up. And they just make it difficult for you. It's tough to throw the ball over the top of a Kubala or a Stephens. They just can get off the floor, and Kubala's got those long arms down there too.
Noah Berge is checked in.
Noah's been out with injury, and good to see him back on the floor.
He gives Klosterman a break. Jaden King needs no break. But frankly, Oak Grove is wishing he would give them one.
Huskies starting to pile on the points here and getting them fast and furious.
15 for the senior in the first half. Meidinger against Kubala. Dietz tries to work on Berge, and that's really, there's nothing wrong with the defense there.
No, nothing wrong there. Good footwork by Dietz down there to get that finish.
33-24. King. Stephens triple.
Yeah, when you have to go and help off the perimeter, you leave wide open shooters in Stephens and Kubala, and they're knocking them down now.
A foul at the other end. Coach Ralph does not like that call very much. It's the second on Trayton.
And Trayton struggles to stay in the game sometimes with this foul trouble. And he's going to have to come out here at 1:29 left in the second. Don't want him to pick up that third.
Jack Gilbertson in. When Wahpeton is shooting the ball well, it makes Jaden King so much more dangerous.
Yeah, you're going to just spread the floor a little bit. You'll be able to get it in there. You're not going to get any help.
Meidinger misses and then throws the ball off the knee of Gilbertson. And Coach Ralph is really not pleased with that one.
Coach Ralph thinks that he had a pretty good view of that one. And
I mean,
the official says, hey, I'm a little bit closer, and we're going to stay here.
That's the one thing that Coach Ralph told us in pregame. Like, he wants, well, he told me off air, he said he would like a game where he can just relax a bit. This is not turning into that game, and Meidinger is adding to it.
It's tough to do that late in the season in Region 1. I think there's a lot of teams, and teams are playing better towards the end of the season. You can't go off the first game, and Oak Grove doing everything right here in the first half.
Jaden King had it slip through his fingers after Gilbertson missed, and Zabel at the other end. Here comes Oak Grove.
Oak Grove not going to go away easy here.
8 points to margin, that's all. Final minute of the half. Berge, who was starting and playing a lot of minutes before that injury.
Before the ankle injury. and had a really good game to start the season. And tough when you get off to a good start and then you have to come off the floor. So he's trying to find his way back here and see if he can do it here at the free throw line.
Shooting 2. And he's wide right with the first one. I literally had a coach within the region ask me why he wasn't playing as much. I don't know if that was out of pure curiosity or pure relief.
Well,
the second one goes.
Probably a little bit of both. Because he can certainly shoot it when he's got it going. He can fill it up.
37-28. Good defense by Kubala. Great defense. Dietz into the corner for Swenson. He can't finish. And King has it, and Wahpeton can hold for one if they wish.
I think they'll probably hold for the last one here.
They go to that 1-4 high set. Steffens. Berge a 3. Wide right. Gilbertson saves to Steffens. At the buzzer, Steffens, I think it's late. It is. What a play, though, by Gilbertson.
That almost turned into a heck of a play there. I thought we were going to get 1-4 low there with Steffens, but they ended up kicking it over the Bergen, and just a heck of an effort there by the 8th grader, and I think that's why you end up finding him on the floor, because of plays like that.
37-28 at halftime. Wahpeton having to work for it, but the defense improved after the first. We'll talk about it on our halftime report, and we will do that when Husky basketball continues in a moment.
Business depends on technology. Digital Guru provides professional IT solutions you can trust to keep it moving forward. From redesigning existing systems to brand new builds, we offer your business managed IT services, including backups, cybersecurity, cloud services, remote desk support, and more. And don't forget, we also provide audio, video, security camera, and door access control installation. Focus on what you do best and leave the technology to the professionals. Contact Digital Guru today.
Your athlete suffering from an ankle sprain or a hit to the head? Did you know that a chiropractic adjustment can decrease ankle swelling by half and get your athlete back to their sport quicker? Or dizziness, brain fog can come from a neck subluxation. With 20 years of chiropractic experience, Dr. Andrea at Hornstein Family Chiropractic knows personally how chiropractic adjustments can get you back to playing your sport in no time. Request an appointment online at hornsteinfamilychiropractic.com or call 701-672-1300.
Sometimes it's tough being a dad. Kids grow up fast. Hey girls, oh, love it.
Dad, what are you doing?
I'm TikToking.
Is he serious?
Don't even want me around anymore. You know when I first started noticing it? When I stopped getting hugs. Hugs mean a lot to a dad. So, with Command IQ, I found a way to get the hugs back. Watch.
Dad, the Wi-Fi is down.
Oh, let me see if I can fix it.
It's back. Thanks, Dad. You're the best.
With Command IQ, you can bring the hugs back.
No matter the time of year, there's never a bad time to get your ride sparkling at All Seasons Car Wash. Your ride deserves to shine all year round. We'll see you at All Seasons Car Wash.
Bold Print in Wahpeton is your local provider for all of your printing and promotional needs, including custom decals, which is a great way to promote your business. Bold Print also has custom framing and unique personalized gift ideas. Don't trust your family photos to an online company. Use Bold Print for all of your custom framing and canvas printing. Give them a call today, 701-642-2188, or check them out online, useboldprint.com.
First car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Then and down the road. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents.
Our halftime report is brought to you by OSPTI. For all of your physical therapy needs, contact the professionals at OSPTI with locations in Hankinson, Fergus Falls, and Breckenridge. It's a 37-28 game at the half in favor of the Huskies over Oak Grove. 15 for Jaden King, 8 for Bjorn Kubala, 7 for Braden Steffens. We talk about this game in and game out. If your big three are giving you 30 in a half, I'll bet you're doing okay.
Yeah, they're doing pretty good. They have it going on the offensive end, spreading it out a little bit. They're able to go inside out and get some good three-point shooting from Kubala. Steffens has also hit a three. Kubala's got 2. So on the offensive end, I think the Huskies kind of have it going. But really, I'm not surprised, but Oak Grove's kind of got it going too.
They do, and it's everybody, literally. They had 9 players score in the first half. They're being led by Noah Meidinger. He has 6 points.
I think that's a good problem to have. If you can spread it out like that and anybody who gets the ball is feeling it, well then, hey, let's just run our stuff and see if we can get open looks and see if we can mix in a few turnovers here, see if we can force a few turnovers here and there, and then get to the free throw line. That's one thing they've been able to. They've been able to get to the free throw line, but you got to be able to make them once you get there.
And I don't think Coach Ralph will be very pleased with the amount of offensive rebounds Oak Grove is getting.
Right, you're giving up too many offensive rebounds. If you're Oak Grove, you're getting some offensive rebounds, but you've got to be successful on those putbacks. They've kind of struggled to score off of those offensive rebounds. Sometimes, yeah, you think that you could just go back up with that thing, but if you're in traffic, hey, let's kick that thing back out and let's see if we can make Wahpeton play defense again, and maybe we get them pick up a foul, or we get a better shot than what we had, or maybe a higher percentage shot, and we actually get something out of it. So,
had a good first half of shout-outs as well. You can get yours in 701-566-0177. Amanda Frederick, State Farm Insurance shout-outs, your State Farm Insurance agent with offices in Minnesota and North Dakota.
Yeah, we have Thomas, Terry, and Harley Brewer watching from Morton. So we appreciate the shout-outs, and we'll take them.
We will.
Whenever you have the time.
And 37-28 at the half here. We'll come back. Maybe we'll talk about an old EDC foe coming in tomorrow. We'll preview Coach Watson's game against Devils Lake when Husky basketball continues in a moment.
In this place, we see potential like nowhere else. Here, vision is boundless. That's why we never settle. We look for the moments when everything becomes possible. The moments that inspire us to make every day better. In this place, there's no such thing as good. There's only great. This is orthopedics and sports medicine like nowhere else.
The folks at Tyler Farm Supply understand that farming is hard work, and that's why they only offer durable and reliable short-line farm equipment that you can depend on. Whether you're a small-scale farmer or manage a large operation, they have the tools that you need to get the job done quickly and efficiently. Plus, with their competitive pricing and financing options, Tyler Farm Supply makes it easy for you to get the equipment you need without breaking the bank. Give them a call today, 701-642-8827.
Every business begins with an idea. With dedication, hard work, and high-speed broadband, that idea can grow into something giant. The member organizations that form BAND are proud to support North Dakota businesses every step of the way, from the soil to the stadium.
the Broadband Association of North Dakota, helping North Dakotans grow bright ideas into big business.
Smith Motors in Wahpeton, we make sure that when you need a vehicle, we'll find the perfect one that matches your lifestyle and budget. Like the eye-catching Chevy Equinox, the powerful, always dependable Chevy Silverado, or the rugged, hard-working GMC Sierra. Since 1960, Smith Motors has provided an excellent automotive buying experience. From low-pressure sales to high-quality service, our customers always come first. Find your new Chevrolet or GMC today at Smith Motors. Small-town friendly, big-town deals.
37-28 at the break as the Huskies lead Oak Grove. Now for my broadcast partner, he will have his team in action tomorrow against Devils Lake, an old EDC foe. But Coach, you guys have wrapped up pretty much your number 3 seed. In fact, I think you have wrapped up the number 3 seed in the region, and now it's all about gearing up for Fargo.
Yeah, I mean, we're getting here, winding down here late in the season, which is really odd for us, you know, coming out of the EDC and to have region time be this early in the season. It's a little strange, but, you know, we have Devils Lake tomorrow, and I think for us, that's a game that'll be a pretty good indicator for us, because depending on what happens, you know, if we have some success in the region tournament, this could be a team that we could be playing for an opportunity to go to state, depending on what happens up there in Region 2. So it'll be a good battle, little old school EDC battle. Devils Lake girls are going to bring a lot of pressure. They're going to press us for the whole game. They live and die off of their pressure, so we're going to have to be ready to handle that. And if we can do that, and then, you know, once we get across half court, not be rushed into a quick shot and just run our stuff and play within ourselves, I think it'll be a good basketball game. So we'll just have to see what happens, and, you know, hopefully we can learn from that game and get ourselves ready to go into the region tournament, and then we'll see what happens after that.
And then Monday, the finale against Oak Grove. It does feel weird saying finale on, you know, February, I guess that's the 12th, right, on Monday. But yeah, the finale against Oak Grove, and then that might be your opponent again.
It will be our opponent again.
Yeah.
So that's already kind of confirmed. We're going to finish 3. I know that there's some things that could happen, but I think that the worst that we could do is end up in a tie with Northern Cass, and we own the tiebreaker. And Oak Grove is already set in their seed, so we will play Oak Grove at the Shack a week from Monday. And we are we'll be the last game of the night. We play that game scheduled for 7:30.
So probably look at 8:45.
Well, we'll see what happens. I mean, who knows? Come region time, there could be some things that happen that game starts later than it's supposed to. But that'll be a Monday the 19th. That's on President's Day.
And the 1 seed's still on the line for Valley City and Kindred as well. It depends really on what happens Monday night when Valley City plays Northern Cass.
That's a big basketball game. You got Northern Cass taking on Thompson right now, and that's a good prep for them to go and play Valley City. And, you know, we'll see what happens. Valley City took care of them early here in the season, but who knows late in the season. Northern Cass playing some pretty good basketball. We went up to their place and had a little trouble with them. They came out with the win. So we'll see if they can get it done on Monday.
It's just wide open.
I think it is, and I think that's what Division A basketball is supposed to be.
Yep.
You know, I think it's supposed to be wide open. I think if you were going to go and look at the region tournament here, I don't think there is a clear favorite.
Nope.
If you want to say that, you know, it's wide open, and I think any team that is in that region tournament has an opportunity to win it. And if you win it, you go to state.
All right, back to play here, second half. And Oak Grove with the basketball. They do bring Ryan Saunders into the game to start the second half. And Zabel gets loose.
So Oak Grove picking up right where they left off, and they're really playing loose. You know, Zabel knocking that thing down with a lot of confidence. And Steffen's right back on the attack and picks up the foul.
There are just not a lot of players better at beating you down the floor in this region than Braden Steffens. And can't complete the three-point play, but Kubala, again with the active hands, tried to save it.
Yeah, long rebound there on the box out, and Bjorn able to bring that one down, but couldn't corral. He was falling out of bounds and tried to throw it back in, and it gets knocked out.
39-31. on our Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard. Dietz thought about it. Instead, gives it up. Zabel. A straight-on three for Dietz, wide left. And again, the effort.
Travel there.
Yep.
Trayton had that ball. He was down on his knees and then stood up. Good scramble there, and Oak Grove fortunate enough to come away with that one on the turnover.
Doing just enough to hang around, and you talked about it at the outset. This is the one thing you don't want to allow the other team to do. Do enough to hang around.
Then it becomes a possession ball game. You know, you get down deep into the fourth quarter, and, you know, it's a 5-6 point game. It's still anybody's game.
Ryan Saunders, I have no idea how that's not a shooting foul, but
I thought that was on the shot there, on the putback, but I think they call it on the rebound, I guess.
Yep, and it's the second on Kubala, and then Dietz is blocked but fouled by King.
And he'll certainly be shooting on this one.
Our game brought to you in part tonight by the North Dakota State College of Science, Red River Communications Cable Channel 28, Mindak Farmers Cooperative, and First Community Credit Union.
I think everybody's in St. Martin right now because Troy and Brenda Klosterman are in St. Martin, and they're cheering on the Huskies. Actually, they're watching from Morton, wishing they were in St. Martin. There we go.
Dietz splits the pair.
I wish I was in St. Martin, too.
On the left side, there's that flex cut. It is such an important part of Coach Ralph's offense. And that flex screen and that flex cut.
If you can run it right, you're going to get open looks.
A lot of contact. Coach Ralph thought definite foul. Instead, Kubala loose again.
Yeah, safe to say that Bjorn Kubala is feeling it right now and just stroking it there.
He's got 3 of those tonight now.
I think you're going to have to find him now and make sure that he gets no more open looks.
King comes away with it. Stephens, that was a wild-looking shot, but King gets it again.
That's his second steal like that coming from behind.
And now Klosterman in his favorite spot.
I think
biggest lead of the game. Timeout, Oak Grove. Timeouts are brought to you by Carlson Family Insurance. 5:59 of the third, 45-32. Wahpeton, and Husky basketball continues in a moment.
Yield Advantage is proud to support our local Twin Town teams. They'd like to remind farmers that the Yield Advantage team is ready to help you get the W next planting season. They can help get your equipment in game shape with upgrades large and small. Yield Advantage is your local precision planting premier dealer. From row cleaners to closing wheels, seed meters to liquid fertilizer systems, and everything in between. If you want to give yourself a competitive edge next season, contact Yield Advantage today.
Five triples, but it seems like a lot more because of the timing for Wahpeton. Speaking of triples.
That's going to be a foul, yep. That's a push.
And that's on Zabel.
Yeah, that last three by Cooper Klosterman will make the crew in Morton happy, that's for sure.
Certainly will. Our game brought to you by Sanford Health and Red River Valley Western Railroad and Wahpeton Deli. So trying to create that separation now, the Huskies. It's 13 at the moment, and King makes it 15. He makes the game look so easy.
He's just so smooth, and another steal there, and they're going to pick up the foul.
And that is 3 on Saunders.
And Wahpeton applying this full court pressure is getting Oak Grove sped up and getting them out of their rhythm.
It feels like you're 1, maybe 2 good, solid possessions plus defensive stops away from putting the foot on the throat a little bit.
The first 5 minutes here in the second half, I call the most important part of the game, and Wahpeton off to a good start here.
High-low, King. Had it go out of bounds. Boy, that high-low read by Klosterman was just perfect.
Yeah, and they have the advantage there because DeYoung comes out on Klosterman, and that leaves the advantage down there with King.
A 3 by Saunders. Rolls off.
Another offensive rebound.
And Zabel's way off. They frustrated him quite a bit as Saunders gets his 4th. They frustrated Zabel a lot in Fargo.
He might get a timeout here.
And they need another timeout. We will take it as well. Husky basketball continues in a moment.
A local insurance team ready to serve you. American Family Insurance, Miller & Associates, providing home, auto, life, farm, and business insurance. As residents of your community, they understand how important it is to be there for you, their trusted friends and neighbors. Together, they're building strong partnerships that help everyone succeed. American Family Insurance, Miller & Associates, a proud supporter of high school athletics.
And we hope to see you at American Family Insurance, Miller Associates.
Since 1941, Minn Kota Ag Products has been helping farmers with their agricultural needs. The farming industry has expanded at great lengths, and Minn Kota Ag Products is there to provide farmers with their entire chemical, fertilizer, seed, and grain elevator needs. They also offer deep band tillage, chemical application, and fertilizer application, just to name a few. For market access at your fingertips and information essential to your farm operation, download the Minn Kota Ag Products app. Minn Kota Ag Products, proud to be a partner in your farm operation since 1941.
Back to play with the Huskies up 15. Out of the timeout. You never, as a coach, want to have to take 2 timeouts that tightly compared to one another.
No, you don't want to do that, but you do it if you have to, and I think the goal there was just to kind of settle down as team and see if you can get back to what you were doing well in the first half of the game.
Saunders is out of the game, and Aiden Saunders has come in. Dietz with a hook, very short, and so is Meidinger's putback.
They just missed opportunities there on the second chances. Had a lot of them, just haven't been able to capitalize.
A steal in transition, and Saunders throws it in, and I mean throws it in.
that was a tough shot. He didn't want to go all the way to the basket. He had Trayton out there with him. He's like, hey, I'm going to just do it from here. And right back at you with Braden Steffens again, attacking the basket and able to get in there and finish.
49-34. Just outstanding from Braden. And a 15-point margin again. And the jumper is blocked by Kubala from Kai Zabel. Carter Hockert gets his game debut. Our game brought to you by Giant Seeds and Snacks, Essentia Health, Smith Motors of Wahpeton, and the Wahpeton Daily News. 15 points. Doctor. Dietz fakes on King, and then King lets the ball just roll right off Dietz out of bounds.
Yeah, just lost the handle there. And Dietz getting a little bit frustrated there. Good
Landon Ralphin.
Good defense down there by Jaden King.
If you were Coach Card right now, the game feels sped up. Would you almost back out of that press?
Yeah, I think a lot of times when you're pressing, that can speed you up too. So why not go back a little bit and play a little half-court game and see if you can relax and settle down a little bit on the offensive end.
Ralph gets fouled. And that's 2 on Zabel. And that's already the 15th foul, 5 minutes in to this third quarter.
That's a quick 5 fouls. But again, I think some of it's out of frustration. You know, you get down here, you turn the ball over, you don't get a second chance opportunity, you put it back in, and you come back, and then you end up fouling.
Landon spins it off. Non-region game. Devils Lake is in Castleton tonight, and that's their only game out east this weekend. They'll be here next Friday night, in fact. We'll have that one for you. Both free throws are missed, but wow, Trayton Malk driving in to get the rebound.
You just have to make sure you know where he is and get a body on him. Just clip him a little bit. Otherwise, he's going to get in there and get it.
There are certain superlatives in our region that I've been handing out, and a travel is called on Ralph. I've said that Cordero from Lisbon is the best guard in the region at getting into the paint. Well, there is no guard that plays a foot taller than himself better than Trayton Malk.
Yeah, he does. He just, I mean, like I said, he's 5'10", but he can just rise above the rim, and anytime you think you have a rebound, here he comes to snatch it out of your hands.
It's been stuck on 49-34 for a little while now. Zabel. They weave around the top and get a right-handed layup. Will Olson. That was a good offensive set, good patient set by Oak Grove.
And like I said, when they run their stuff, they're going to get good looks, but every time they get something going here, Braden Steffens has an answer, and there's another quick answer with the foul there.
My goodness.
And I think some of that has to do with they're putting pressure in the full court, and they're forcing Braden to his left, but instead of trying to contain him, they're opening the door. He just has a direct drive to the basket. I think you got to flatten him out a little bit more and see if you can get him to go towards the sideline.
And there's no threat of a trap coming from anywhere.
No, there's nothing coming there. They just open the door for him, and he just has a free ride right down to the basket.
For the third time in the game, Wahpeton has a 15-point lead and a foul down the right sideline in front of the Oak Grove bench.
And the Grovers are going to have to try and cut into this lead before you get into the fourth quarter here.
Still 2:09 left in the third. Our game brought to you by Optimum Rehab, Interstate Engineering, and Wahpeton Deli. On the left, driving in is Aiden Saunders. He gives it up, and a team rebound sort of there as King tapped it to his teammate Berge. Steffens on the sideline. Down the lane is Malk. 2 more.
Yeah, a good cut there. A lot of pressure out front, and Trayton just able to go right down the middle there for the easy layup.
And this has been the issue for Oak Grove this year. It's not that they're not competitive. That's going to be a turnover. It's not that they're not competitive. It's that they give up these runs, and they coincide with them going ice cold from the field.
Yeah, we know that basketball is a game of runs, and you know one team is going to have theirs, and then another team is going to have theirs. But like you say, BJ, if you have your opponent going on a run and you're not able to score, that is not a good place to be.
Kubala down the lane.
Wahpeton just has kind of everything going now. They're able to find their cutters with that pressure out front and just piling on the baskets now.
And another turnover. There's something going on when Wahpeton has the basketball. I don't know if it's a communication issue or a scheme issue, but the middle of the lane is just wide open.
Yeah, it's almost like they're trying to switch, and then there's no help that comes. It just seems like they're out of sync on defense.
Matching steals, in fact, 4 in a row, and Jaden King had it and lost it.
There's some good hustle there.
Coach Ralph gives Jaden a high five for the hustle.
Trayton Malk just laying out, diving on the floor for that, like he's going after a loose football on the ground. A
deflected ball by Noah Berge. It must be so difficult to run a proper press break with, and you look at Wahpeton, they're not a huge, long team, but their hands are in the right place.
They're just so quick. You got Trayton Mount that could just fly around the floor, and then they've got long arms with Kubala and King, Klosterman. You know, they just take up a lot of space.
Well, they just got Jaden King in foul trouble. He now has 3, and Cooper Klosterman has to check in. This is the game-high margin right now at 19 points.
See if Oak Grove can cut into this with King out. He's been doing some damage in there, but they've got to also be able to contain these guards.
Berge says no. To a simple inbounds pass.
Just long arms down there and stretching that thing out.
When I played back in my days, I was the inbounds passer, and there's nothing worse than a team with long arms. Nothing.
The length that you can't teach, you know, it just makes it difficult. You think you have an open lane, and they just take it away.
Carter Hockert long after a really wild-looking 3 at the other end. Now a kick out on a transition opportunity. A 3 by Saunders goes in. Aiden Saunders buries it.
Oak Grove needed that basket there.
And the ball is kicked with 6 seconds even left in the quarter.
See if the Grovers can finish this quarter with a stop.
Wahpeton can go 2 for 1 here. They get the first possession of the 4th.
Looks like Berge's hobbling again here.
Klosterman at the horn. A little long. And so, a little bit of breathing room created. They go from up 9 to up 16 after 3, and it's 55-39 on our Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard as we go to the 4th, and Husky basketball continues in a moment.
Years of experience, Dr. Andrea at Hornstein Family Chiropractic is certified in pediatrics and pregnancy, seeing children of all ages daily. Start your pregnancy out right with a correcting postural adjustment to help with daily activities and also give you a better night's sleep. Continued chiropractic care throughout your pregnancy can potentially help for an easier labor and delivery of your new little one. Call Hornstein Family Chiropractic today at 701-672-1300 for an appointment, or request an appointment online at hornsteinfamilychiropractic.com. Dr. Andrea Hornstein, helping your family grow up healthy.
Insurance is an important safety net for your family, your home, and your business. Carlson Family Insurance Agency is your local auto owner's insurance provider. At Carlson Family Insurance, they work for their clients, not the companies. Customer service and satisfaction is their #1 goal. Give Carlson Family Insurance a call for all of your personal, farm, business, and crop insurance needs. 701-672-6002 or at cfiagency.com. Carlson Family Insurance, your auto owner's insurance agent.
Our game tonight brought to you in part by Grippers Sports, Bell Bank, by Minn Kota Ag Products, and by All Seasons Car Wash. Wahpeton by 19. King back in with the 3 fouls. A little short, and Olsen's got it.
Oak Grove going to have to be productive on every possession here.
Another offensive rebound.
See if they can get something out of this one.
Saunders skips it. A 3 goes. Carter Koenig.
He'll take that, that's for sure.
It's 2 straight 3-pointers to cut the lead down to 13, but again, the paint available. Now took it and then left it for King.
Yeah, both the guard play out front just wide open on the drive. You got to flatten them out a little bit.
Stephens a little long with it. And who's that going to be on?
That's going to be on Oak Grove.
On Will Olsen. How about Braden Stephens? He shoots it from the elbow, and he's the one in getting the rebound.
You have to get in there after your rebound. And sometimes good shooters, you know, they know when they're going to miss as soon as it leaves the hand. So he hits the floor and takes off after it.
Stephens, it's pick and roll this time with Klosterman. Into the lane. What a roll that was.
That is a great pass there. That was delayed, too, off of the roll. Sometimes that goes in right away, but he's able to get heads up there. Let it happen.
57-42. Again, Oak Grove crashing the boards, just crashing them, and they just got the 4th foul on Jaden King.
Wow. That was kind of a 3-car pile up there. Kind of hard to tell who that was going to be on. King will go sit down.
It's in a very weird spot, this game, where it feels in control, but it feels like it's on edge as well.
Well, if Oak Grove continues to get these offensive rebounds and they can get something out of it.
And a blocking foul on Coop.
He was in the circle there. So Oak Grove getting extra opportunities. Led to a 3-pointer last time, and they'll see if they can get something out of this one.
Nobody wants to shoot the free throws.
They struggled a little bit at the free throw line. It's like, well, you go take it. I don't want it.
3 for 6, just 50% at the foul line. And when you're down 15, you need every single point. And now they're under 50%.
Yeah, like you said, BJ, this game is kind of right on the edge where Wahpeton can really kind of push it over the edge there, and Oak Grove can kind of get back in it. They're getting opportunities, but you just have to make something of them.
Second free throw for Noah Meidinger. No, again. So not a great night at the line, but again, that's kind of the book on Oak Grove. But they come away with a steal and a deuce.
And you'll take that, and that's going to lead to a timeout by the Huskies. I think that's a good timeout by Coach Rouse.
Certainly is, and this is going to be all about ball security, I feel like, and we'll take it as well. Husky basketball continues in a moment.
Powerful and playful. Delicate and precise. Bold and carefree. It's the way you move, and it moves us. To deliver care for your whole family. To provide options beyond the expected. To help you leave pain in the past and find your way forward. Orthopedics and sports medicine at Sanford Health. Health lives here.
I'm Katie with First Community Credit Union, and we're here with Dakota Dirt Coffee.
We chose First Community Credit Union because, first and foremost, they're right in our community of Milner, North Dakota, and the convenience of that and being able to know the people that we're dealing with, that's something that we can't get anywhere else. I would say FCCU could be best described as a full-service financial institution that's offered and available in a local community.
Next 2 minutes are going to be very important. Right now the lead is 13. Can Wahpeton get it closer to 20, or will Oak Grove be making a game of this as Steffens gets fouled by Wendelbo? Next 5 possessions combined between the two teams feel really important.
Wahpeton's got to get, there's a flex
what
cut there.
What a pass.
That is flex to the tee right there.
My goodness, what a pass. And the lead back to 15. And that's a big making that kind of pass.
Yeah, that is. I mean, when you've got big men who can pass the ball like that, you got something good.
Another offensive rebound. This one's not converted. And if they converted all their offensive rebounds, it'd be a different game.
Offensive rebounds and free throws. I mean, if you're a good free throw shooting team, you're in this game.
Malk is fouled after pretty much everyone in the arena thought Klosterman was fouled.
I thought he might have got clipped there going in.
Yep.
So.
Third foul on Noah Meidinger. And so free throws for Trayton Malk. And he rattles it off. So Wahpeton's 0 for 5 at the free throw line in the second half.
Well, speaking of free throws.
Finally, one goes home. 60-44. And into the game for the first time is Nick Langenwalter. It was Parents' Night earlier. Got to see all the players with their families on the exterior of the court. Meidinger skips it to a wide open teammate who misses and gets another offensive rebound that leads to another three.
Starting to get those second chance opportunities to go down. That's 2 threes off of offensive rebounds.
60-47. And Malk misses. That's a bit of a quick shot when you're up by 13.
Yeah, I think you need to use and go deep into the shot clock here with this kind of a lead.
Zabel a little long, rebound to Langenwalter.
We'll see if they take their time here. Oak Grove kind of bringing a little pressure out front, trying to trap a little bit.
Malk. Steffens drives the lane and leaves for Klosterman.
Yeah, he just knows what to do with the ball. Get in the paint. He knows that the help is going to come, and he knows he's going to have Cooper going to the basket.
We spoke about the next 2 minutes 2 minutes ago. Well, it's been status quo, and so that's good for Wahpeton. They still lead by 17. Into the mid-post, air ball, and a foul. On Olsen is his fourth.
And that's going to send Landon Ralph to the line. I think that's going to be the fifth foul.
I believe it is, yes. So we are at the point where if you take care of the thing, get good shots, and hit free throws, you're going to win the game.
Yeah, I think it's just a matter of just, running your offense. Don't force anything. Just take what the defense gives you, and you can get out of here with the win.
Ralph knocks it down. And that is a very popular point in the gymnasium.
Yeah, I mean, you want to get out of here with the win. That's what you want to do, so.
63-45. Off the mark with the second. Oak Grove's got to go and go fast. Saunders. That's pretty fast.
How about that? Just get it up quick, and I'll take a one bouncer for a three. And Coach Card wants to talk about it after that three. Say, hey guys, here's what we got to do here the rest of the way. 4:16 to go.
I believe it's 63-48. And yeah, it is. It's a three. So 4:16 to go, 63-48, and Husky basketball continues in a moment.
At Interstate Engineering, our business is about connections. We connect people to water, communities to counties, and counties to the rest of the world. Our work connects main streets to interstates, and yesterday with the potential of tomorrow. With over 40 years of connecting, our experience and expertise are thanks to the clients we have earned, the trust we have built, and the connections we have made. Interstate Engineering, the professionals you need, the people you trust.
It'll make it a little more difficult, but Oak Grove is only down to one timeout in 4:08. 63-48 at the moment.
And bring some full court pressure here. Yep, gonna trap.
And for Wahpeton, just get the ball in the hands of the players you trust.
See if they foul here right away.
Looked like they were trying to.
Yeah, I think it's kind of at the point where you can, try and go for the ball. If you foul, but you're not going to foul on purpose.
Trayton Malk, 12 on the timer. In the corner, down to Jaden King, and he is fouled.
Yeah, a little bump on the turn caused Jaden to lose the ball there. And got two officials blowing the whistle there, so we'll say at least one of them thought it was a foul.
There's one other region team in action tonight, and it is interesting right now. Central Cass, they are leading Devils Lake at the half, 38-34 in Castleton.
Well, we saw Central Cass here, and that game went to double overtime. And
we saw plenty of them.
we saw a lot of them, and they've got some bigs in there that can give Devils Lake a little bit of a problem. And Devils Lake having issues here in the first half. Be a block.
And they're going to call Landon Ralph. It's only the third team foul, so nothing big. What can you do defensively to force a team to take time off the clock?
Well, I mean, you just have to play solid defense, you know, and contain. You know, if you're gambling out there, you know, you're going to give up some layups. But if you can just contain and keep them in front of you, it'll force them to run their offense.
Ralph takes an extra step because I feel like that's where we're at also in this game. Oak Grove wants to go fast. You want to slow it down.
Right, you just want to, you can get back. That's going to be a foul on the three-pointer by trading them out. You can just get back down the floor and not pressure them, because you pressure them, it's just going to speed them up and force them into a quick shot. If you can get back and play solid defense and contain, it's going to force them to run a little more time off the clock. They're still going to look to shoot quickly, but they're going to run more time off.
Coach Ralph takes a timeout, and this timeout brought to you by Carlson Family Insurance. Husky basketball will continue in a moment.
Getting you back to what you love. We are Optimum Rehab. For over a decade, Dr. Tony Egeman has provided physical therapy services for the people of Wahpeton, Breckenridge, and surrounding communities. We're a small practice that sees our patients as individuals. Through hands-on techniques, our patients have their treatment plans tailored to their exact needs. Sprains, sore muscles, back pain, achy joints, rehab following surgery, you name it. Optimum Rehab is your answer. When you need exceptional physical therapy, you need Optimum Rehab.
(64-48) with 3:24 remaining. Wahpeton trying to get to 12-4 on the year, also 8-3 in the region. And then you sit and wait, and you see if Northern Cass beats Valley City. If they do, you're the number 2 seed. If they don't, then you're going to have to go win at Valley City, and that's a tough place to play.
Yeah, Valley is not a friendly place for either the girls or the boys. It's just a tough place to play. It has been over the years in the EDC, and it's going to continue to be that way here in Region 1.
First of 3 for Saunders goes. So does the second. Looks like the Devils Lake girls defeated Central Cass 66-52. They're here tomorrow.
Hopefully they used up everything they had and come in here a little bit tired.
All 3 go in, 64-51. I know all of you coaches in Region 1 are not the least bit surprised as King gets loose again and has 20. You guys are not the least bit surprised that Coach Bachman got them going once they figured out who they were after losing all those seniors.
Yeah, I mean, we were able to win, you know, not easily, but it was a good win for us at their place, and then they come in here and really put us to the task. Well, that's what championship programs do. That's a team that won a championship last year, and that's what they do.
Stephens tried to find King, but it's out of bounds. 66-51 here. Oak Grove is right now tied with Lisbon, but they have the tiebreaker. Stephens gets the steal and the deuce. And that might be the exclamation mark. Yeah, 68-51.
I was going to say, you can feel it slipping away here now for sure.
The jumper doesn't go. King corrals. Oak Grove's probably the 6th seed in the region tournament, which right now, who knows what that means? Could be Valley City. It could mean one of the Casses.
You know, I think that's a good thing. You know, we're here getting deep into the regular season. You still don't have all your seeds figured out. I think that's what Division A basketball should be like.
Another layup for Wendelbo, and it's 68-53.
Oh, got him.
Wow, another easy paint look, and again, Coach, there's just nobody there.
Yeah, they had him spread out. They went 5 out there, and defender turned his back, and Jaden King just walked in there for a layup.
Saunders tried for the Seth the Steph Curry shot. It didn't go in.
Yeah, that one was from the U and the Huskies down there.
Sure was. My goodness. Steffens all the way to Ralph. Timeout, Wahpeton.
They're going to just take a quick timeout here for substitutions.
Carter Hockert, Noah Berge. They now know that they've got it locked up, 72-53. Also, Matt Cummings.
Jaden King will come off the floor here.
Will we see Jordan Hanisch? Not yet. Of course, a lot of things depend on how many JV minutes you play. I think some fans forget that you're only allowed to play 32 regulation minutes a night.
Right. You're limited on what you can play, how many quarters you can play. And sometimes you'll see a player on the bench, and you're like, well, how come he's not in the game? Well, they might have used up everything that they have that night.
John DeYoung plays home, 72-55. We'll have our Three Border Sports post-game report coming up. We'll talk to Coach Ralph and preview what's to come, which is not a lot now in the regular season.
Yeah, we're getting down to the nitty-gritty on both boys and girls.
Hard to figure, but the boys will only have 4 games left after tonight. Pardon me for forgetting the Standing Rock game way out west. First one goes in. That is quite the trip.
That is a trip that I am not ready to make, I can tell you that much. Although we are going out to Beulah next year, so Beulah came here, and the girls will go out there and play next year.
74-55, but Wahpeton will have Thompson and Devils Lake in a back-to-back next week. Then that game at Standing Rock, they'll play Valley City and then get ready to go to the Shack in Fargo. Final 45 seconds here, and a grabbing on and holding on for dear life foul.
An offensive foul there.
Yep.
The illegal screen. Sorry. Yep.
Just wrapped up Carter Hockert and wouldn't let him go.
And they're trying to get Hanisch in the game there, and they inbound the ball.
Ralph. Langenwalter. Hockert. Final few seconds as Wahpeton will get their 12th win of the year. And there's a reach-in foul that was probably not necessary, but Noah Berge back to the free throw.
Yeah, and I think now you'll let Hanisch come in the game here.
25.2 remaining. He'll get a possession of defense and then get to watch a teammate dribble it out, or maybe he will dribble it.
Right.
The free throw goes down.
They'll get everybody in the game here on Parents' Night.
It's strange, this sport of basketball. You can have a game that looked the way it looked in Oak Grove and end as a 23-point margin. And now Noah Berge's free throw makes this a 21-point margin, and the games have not looked nearly the same.
No, the beginning of this game was a good ball game and a nice close ball game. And Wahpeton just able to stretch it out over time.
21 points is the margin. Into the lane, a steal for Langenwalter, and that will be the final action of this one. 5 seconds, Berge will hold it, and the Wahpeton Huskies get the 76-55 home win over Oak Grove to keep the narrow focus on that number 2 seed in the Region 1 tournament in Fargo in 3 weeks' time. We will have our Three Borders Sports post-game report in a moment when Husky basketball continues after this.
Comdell Innovation is now hiring production technicians for a variety of shifts with opportunities to make $20 or more per hour. Work in a clean, climate-controlled facility. Second shift, 4 10-hour days, every weekend off, 3:30 p.m. to 2 a.m., and 4-crew rotation, straight days, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., or straight nights, 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. Apply in person or online at ComdellInnovation.com. Comdell Innovation of Wahpeton, an employee-owned company.
Since 1987, Red River Valley and Western Railroad has served North Dakota and Minnesota with over 500 miles of track. Red River Valley and Western handles shipping, freight car repair, storage options, and now transload services. With over 30 years of experience in the railroad industry, they know dependable service is what you strive for. Red River Valley and Western is proud to be a part of the community since 1987. Founded in 1972, Mindak Farmers Cooperative is owned by nearly 500 sugar beet growers and has a rich history of sweetening life in the Red River Valley. Join Mindak's team today. In addition to an excellent pay and benefits package, they are currently offering a $2,000 sign-on bonus for all full-time positions, which includes sugar loader, packager helper, extra gang, and yard person helper. Entry level starting at $19.78 per hour, plus a $3 per hour shift differential. Apply online at mdf.coop/careers or contact Zane 701-671-7777.
No matter what time of year, a farmer's relationship with Red River Grain Hefty Seed never changes. Red River Grain Hefty Seed works shoulder to shoulder with area farmers to attain the highest possible profit for you. Red River Grain Hefty Seed has been saving farmers money for years. For all your grain and agronomy needs, stop in or call the friendly staff at 643-3738 or visit them online at redrivergrain.com.
Here at the Amanda Frederick State Farm Agency, we do our best to make insurance a little less insurance-y for you. Hi, this is Amanda, your local State Farm agent. You've probably seen our team out and about volunteering in the community, participating in local events, and just doing our all-around best to support and encourage a healthy, vibrant community. Stop into our office sometime and find out why we've been consistently voted best insurance agency in the Valley and why State Farm has been a trusted household name in insurance for 100 years. We hope to meet you soon.
At OSPTI, our focus is on each individual's therapy needs, whether it be for speech, occupational, or physical therapy services. I'm Becky, a physical therapist at OSPTI, and I love being able to provide that personal care to each person that we see with clinics in Breckenridge, Hankinson, and Fergus Falls. You don't have to travel very far from home. From infants to athletes to adults, you can request OSPTI to meet your therapy goals.
Any bank can tell you they have a rock-solid commitment to agriculture. Bell can prove it. To this day, every Bell Bank branch is partially built with rocks we've picked from our founder's farm. But our roots in ag have grown more than a few offices. They've shaped who we are and formed our entire approach to banking. Let us prove it to you as you grow your farm and prepare your legacy for the next generation. Bell Bank, committed to ag. In Wahpeton, talk to Rick Steckler.
76-55, our final count here in Wahpeton as the Huskies go to 12-4, 8-3 in Region 1 play. BJ Walters, Brian Watson back with you, and against a team lower in the standings, Oak Grove now 3-14, 1-8 in the region. You did what you needed to do. Now you'll have 3 games that don't have the pressure of a region matchup on them before you get ready for that Valley City game. So a really important win tonight.
Yeah, I think games like this are scary for a coach. You know, you don't know what you're going to get from your team, and then you don't know what you're going to get from the other team. You know, Oak Grove comes in here, there's really no pressure on them, and teams like that can come in and they can just be loosey-goosey and they can just light it up. And to start the game, that's the way they played. And I think if you're Coach Ralph over there standing on the sideline in the first and second quarter, you're like, hey, this is what I was afraid of, you know. But to Wahpeton's credit, they're able to play through it and play with them and understand, hey, that it's a long game. There's 4 quarters in the game. And in the second half, Wahpeton was able to stretch this lead out and capitalize on some of the miscues and the mistakes that Oak Grove wasn't able to capitalize on, you know. I felt like Oak Grove had a lot of opportunities to hang around and stay in this game with a bunch of offensive rebounds and able to get to the free throw line. But, you know, it's kind of indicative of how their season is. I think if they were able to do those things, I think they would have a few more wins, because they certainly do a lot of good things on the floor, but they just don't have all the pieces in order to turn those into wins.
On a night like this, except they finish those second chances, they make their free throws. This is not a team you want to play in that quarterfinal round in Fargo.
No, it's not. And like I said, it's just a scary team because they clearly do a lot of good things. They get to the offensive glass. Those things are hard to teach, get kids to go in there and crash the boards. But you've just got to be able to capitalize on those once you get them. And you got to be a better free throw shooting team. Good teams, championship teams, are teams that they get to the glass and they put those baskets back in, and they're aggressive, and they get to the free throw line and they make their free throws, and they make you pay for every time that you foul them. And tonight, Oak Grove just wasn't able to capitalize on those. So
22 from Jaden King, 15 each from Bjorn Kuvla and Braden Steffens. 52 points from the big three. If you can start at 50 with those two guys, you can figure out the rest. And the rest tonight, 7 from Trayton, 7 from Cooper. And then Tuesday night, because of the rhythm of the game and whatnot, the bench was not able to contribute. Tonight, 5 from Noah, all from the line, 3 from Landon, and 2 from Jackson DeVries. So you're getting contributions from other guys on top of walking in the gym pretty much knowing you've got 50 from 3 of those starters.
Yeah, I think that's the one thing that Wahpeton has. And, when you know that you can walk out there and you're going to get 3 guys that are going to produce for you, the thing is that it can be 3 different guys. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? It can be Trayton that goes big. It can be Cooper that goes big. I mean, it can be Bjorn. You just don't know on what night. And I think for Wahpeton, that's a good thing to have, because certainly we know how basketball goes. There's going to be players that are going to have off nights and just not going to be able to do it. But when you have other players that can pick it up, that makes you a better team. And then when you do have those players going and you get, some little sprinkles in here from everybody else, that makes you even better. And tonight they got a lot of help from a lot of different people, and that's good when you're going late in the season and getting into region play.
Our game tonight has been brought to you in part by Bold Print, by Red River Grain, and by Hornstein Family Chiropractic. We still have Coach Ralph to come, and right now, let's go ahead and take a break on our Three Borders Sports post-game report. We'll talk to Coach Ralph, and we'll wrap it up. Still to come as Husky basketball.
Your business depends on technology. Digital Guru provides professional IT solutions you can trust to keep it moving forward. From redesigning existing systems to brand new builds, we offer your business managed IT services, including backups, cybersecurity, cloud services, remote desk support, and more. And don't forget, we also provide audio, video, security camera, and door access control installation. Focus on what you do best and leave the technology to the professionals. Contact Digital Guru today.
Your athlete suffering from an ankle sprain or a hit to the head? Did you know that a chiropractic adjustment can decrease ankle swelling by half and get your athlete back to their sport quicker? Or dizziness, brain fog can come from a neck subluxation. With 20 years of chiropractic experience, Dr. Andrea at Hornstein Family Chiropractic knows personally how chiropractic adjustments can get you back to playing your sport in no time. Request an appointment online at hornsteinfamilychiropractic.com or call 701-672-1300.
We are back. It is the Three Borders Sports postgame report. Our game tonight brought to you in part by the North Dakota State College of Science, by Red River Communications, Cable Channel 28, and by Mindak Farmers Cooperative. So, Coach, you've been doing this long enough to win state championships, and so this time of year when you have only 3 or 4 games left, we asked Coach Ralph this in pregame. Can you see the finish line? And if you can, what changes? What do you think changes this time of year for the kids, for you guys, for everybody?
I mean, there's a couple things that can happen because it is kind of a long season. And depending on how your season goes, you get into the point where the season becomes a grind, so you have to decide what you're going to do. Are you going to put your nose to the grindstone and work harder for the goal that is out there of getting to the state tournament? And I feel like this is where the deciding point comes of how you're playing basketball and what your team is. You want to get everything clicking. I know Coach Ralph talked earlier in his pregame show about trying to add things in. You want to try and do things like that and see if you can get everybody on the same page, and then have everything in that you need to have in and be prepared for anything that's going to come at you, so that you're not surprised when you get into region play, because teams like to change things up. So you have to have something available for every defense or every little trick that could come your way. And I feel like if you're there and you prepare your kids, you go out there and you play and you try and play your best basketball and see if you can get it done. And I think here in Division A that there's going to be some good basketball games that are left to play here come tournament time. And I think it's going to be exciting.
5-game winning streak. You cannot pick much better times to have a 5-game winning streak than as you're going towards the playoffs. And now for these guys, they're going to probably get the whole weekend off because they won't play again until Thursday night in Thompson. But then that's a tough back-to-back at Thompson, at home to a Devils Lake team that has finally taken the lead on Central Cass with Baker's dozen seconds left in the third. They're up 53-50. So a tough back-to-back coming up at the backside of next week.
Yeah, but I think, here late in the season, it kind of can prepare you for the region tournament and what's to come. So, you just want to play games and prepare yourself. And I think the way the schedule is set up, it puts you in a good position where you have 2 games that don't count in your region. They're going to be back-to-back. So it's going to feel like that region tournament, because those are teams that you could face. If you don't win your region, you have to play cross region, and Devils Lake and Thompson could be 2 teams that you could face. So you know what you have going forward. Devils Lake is one of those teams that's towards the top in state rankings, and you get a good indicator of where you are and what you need to do going forward here in the season.
And for Wahpeton, I mean, let's be honest, we all acknowledge how good Kindred is, but all you want is a shot at them, and hey, why not?
I'll take my shot in a one-game game to see who gets to advance. I'll take that against any team, and what's happened earlier in the season doesn't really matter. If you lost to a team twice or whatever, that doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is the game that you're playing, and if that's a region game, hey, let's see if we can get it done.
Well, it is a 12-4 record now for the Huskies. Our game tonight brought to you by First Community Credit Union, Wahpeton Deli, Sanford Health, and Red River Valley Western Railroad. I got to say, this was fun, Coach. I should do this more often.
This was good, BJ. I appreciate you sitting in for Joe, and maybe I don't know, maybe we'll take Joe off the schedule.
All right, sounds good. But no, this has been a lot of fun. For Brian, for everyone who's been a part of this one, hopefully Joe is enjoying his vacation. And for everyone who helped us throughout it, including our pregame guest, head coach Jeff Ralph. My name is BJ Walters. Wahpeton closer, not there yet, but closer to the number 2 seed after a 76-55 win over Oak Grove. Thank you so much for joining us tonight on the Three Borders Sports Network. Huskies win, and until next time, good night from Wahpeton.